I was kind of made aware like the day before, and they're like, look, like just a heads up.
Yeah.
So when we get there, you ain't tripping. You gonna be a salad spinner.
How did they
And
pick you though? Like, was it just like?
they thought it was funny because they said I don't like salad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they thought it was gonna be funny. They thought I was gonna do worse than I did, but nah, I pulled
No,
up.
you did.
I pulled up right.
Because you just like salad.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, I'm saying.
Okay.
Nah, for real.
No steaks for me.
Huh? Bro, I wish, bro. Bro. Nah, you should talk to her. You did the carving. Shit. Bro. I don't got my hair done at all. I got to.
The Michigan Media Day has officially begun. 1 hour. Team will be available for 1 hour.
going?
Good. Matt Lonswell.
Huh? Doing good. Shoot.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you.
Oh, good to meet you too. Shoot.
Let's talk about the week so far and getting in. How's it been so far, and how ready are you for the game on Saturday?
It's been great so far. You know, a lot of preparation has been going into this game, and you know, now that we're out in Cali, you know, got an opportunity to enjoy Cali while, you know, still focusing on our preparation and fine-tuning the details. So I think we're ready to play this game. I think we're excited to play this game. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep, you know, waiting for this game, so really excited.
Time change not to mess with you too much, or?
Honestly, nah, it ain't affect us too much. I'm kind of surprised because I thought it was gonna affect us more, but you know, I think going on the way back is probably that's when it's gonna hit us.
What about you know, Alabama's been on such a good run over the last 10, 15 years. To face them in this game, talk about that challenge a little bit, and
Yeah, nothing but excited for that challenge. You know, everybody's doubting us in this opportunity. Everybody's counting us out of this shot. You know, we got the opportunity to go against a top program. You know, prove ourselves. So you know, nothing but excited because these are the games you know you live for. These are the moments you play for. So it's really exciting.
What would a win in this game mean to you personally?
Oh, it mean everything that we've worked for. You know, the entire, like we've been saying, the entire past 3 years. You know, everything we've been trying to, you know, get towards for, you know, pretty much our whole career, our whole lives, you know, a Rose Bowl championship, an opportunity to play in the national championship. So that's really the first thing, that's the only thing on our minds right now.
Have you allowed yourself to think about the next game ahead, or is it just all dialed on this one?
Nah, it's only this game. It's only this game right now. Because you can't even look ahead until you take care of business now.
Chris, third bite at the apple here in the playoff. What is different? Why are you answering me this time?
Because you know we're focusing on what's ahead of us, and you know not the ultimate goal just yet. You know the ultimate goal is what's ahead of us right now. You know that's a Rose Bowl game, that's Alabama. So you know we're focusing on the time that's now. You know we're focusing on ourselves, and we're fine tuning our details so we play the best game of football.
Was it impressed what went wrong the last 2 years, or most about London?
Absolutely, mainly our effort. You know, we can see that, you know, regardless of whatever game it is, we're going to make mistakes. That's football. But what we can control is our effort. And when you turn on the film, you know, we weren't satisfied with our effort playing in that game. So when we turn on this film, we're making sure our effort is completely different.
How proud are you of this defensive line? It just seems like there's All-Americans churned out every year. Chris, obviously, Aiden Street a couple of years ago. What is it about this defensive line?
Not so proud because everybody's willingness to work, you know, everybody's work ethic, you know, pretty much everybody's talent, but their willingness to work as one and be a cohesive unit. So, you know, I'm proud of everybody every single day. You know, everybody's like willingness to come in here, have fun, and, you know, still kick butt. You know, it's amazing to be a part of this team.
You're young. This bowl is over a century old. Are you getting a sense for the mystique of the Rose Bowl yet?
No, absolutely. You know, you could just feel it with the vibe, with the atmosphere that's coming out here. It's like just how incredible, how important this Rose Bowl game is. You know, everybody's been saying it's the granddaddy of them all, and we're starting to see why. So, you know, like even being like right next to this, to the stadium, you know, I'm getting chills. You know, I can't wait to go inside. So I'm really excited.
Good luck. Thanks, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Michigan defensive lineman. Chris, thanks for being here for a couple minutes here. This is the Michigan Tony third straight year as a final seven college football playoff. From the defensive side of things, what's key to this run here for you guys on that side?
Mainly our effort. You know, that was one of the things we've been really focusing on, you know, for our 4 pillars, shock and effort. You know, when we turned on the film last year, we weren't satisfied with the amount of effort we put in on the defensive side of the ball. So, you know, we wanted to make sure that we train in a way where we turn on the tape this year. It's a completely different defense you see out on the field.
Is that something that kind of flashes when you go back to what this moment was for you guys a year ago?
Yeah.
Is that kind of, and then how different do you feel like this defense is compared to where we were a year ago?
Absolutely. I feel a lot different in the sense that we just preached and we just honed in on shock and effort, just replacing bad habits, replacing mistakes. You know, you're not going to be scared to make a mistake when you know you got 11 guys that are going to clean up for you, that are going to run to the ball, you know, regardless of what happens. So, you know, it's football, mistakes are going to happen, but, you know, we know that with our shock and effort and the way that we train to play, you know, we're going to try and erase those mistakes.
You guys have, you know, one of the best rotational groups of defensive tackles in all of football. What's it like, you know, going to battle with those guys each and every day?
No, it's awesome because you look to your left, you look to your right, and you see the trench monsters you playing with. You feel nothing but confident. You feel nothing but excitement because you got to have fun. So it's been nothing but a pleasure for me to be able to play against like such an amazing defensive line. And like coach each other up and like help each other out. So when we play, we just do our thing, take care of business.
So you're the widely vetted of this group, but you also got some young guys that rotate in. They're really talented. Mason Graham, obviously one of those. How would you kind of describe what he's meant to this team and kind of the progression that he's been on to become one of those impact players for them?
He's been an amazing hard worker, since the second he stepped through this door. Nobody gave him a lot of credit since he was a 3-star when he was being recruited. But, the second he walked through the door, he started put on that helmet. We knew he was going to be a beast. So, it's just his work ethic, how he pays attention to film, his football IQ. He takes every single second of football seriously.
Kris, thanks.
No, absolutely. Appreciate you.
Kris, I was just curious, did you catch any Ohio State game last night?
I did a little bit, yeah.
What'd you
Yeah.
think?
I didn't like that at all. That wasn't the team we played. I'm a hater, so don't really like to see him win, but I don't want to see him go out like that either. Like that was rough.
Do you guys, I know you guys are playing for yourself and the opportunity is amazing, but is there any Big Ten pride on the line when you guys are representing the...
Oh, absolutely. I feel like it's funny because you hear a lot of fans say like, oh, we ain't rooting for Michigan, like even for Big Ten, but it's real because a lot of SEC fans feel like Big Ten don't even got a shot, can't even hold anyone's job. So this is feel like this real opportunity to prove ourselves, team, conference, whatsoever. So
Absolutely. Hey, good luck, man. Appreciate you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You on right now? When do you go on?
Going where? Oh, nah, they are. I'm just chilling. They just pull up and leave. I'm chilling. Get a couple, yeah. Hey, tell me what Abigail is doing. She got quick. She got nothing.
That's not a good start.
It's not a good start. Everyone's there. Like the coaches look at me like, I'm looking at them like,
I'm here.
like,
I'm in here.
yeah, I'm like, oh,
Hanging there.
yeah.
That stressful week.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. It was like, what did you say to him, Kris? I'm like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, bro, I ain't know that.
At that point, you just gotta eat it.
Yeah, eat it. I'm like,
She gave you and whatever she gave you.
nah, for real. I'm like, what is that gonna do?
Kris, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good football weather, huh?
Yeah, amazing football weather. We love this. Shoot.
Sure. Obviously, Alabama presents a lot of the challenges I guess Georgia did and TCU did. Do you feel like, and in what ways, this is a different Michigan team than the one that came here in the last few years?
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And, not taking anything away from, the players that, come from here the past 2 years and the team we've had. But I feel like we're approaching every single game and especially approaching this game differently, with a different mindset, especially with our shocking effort. Our goal is, have nothing but shocking effort on every single play, for the entire game. We've always heard that what's the greatest eraser of mistakes? Effort. So, that's our biggest key, we feel like, to, really doing what we got to do.
So the whole championship or bust mentality, you guys never shied away from that. That never becomes a burden, never becomes, oh boy, 3 times they really have to win it this time.
No, sir. Nah, we want the bar up high. We those who continue to doubt us, that fuels us. And, we feel like when we had that bar up there, we perform better. You need that pressure because, it's Natty or bust, it's Houston or bust, it's Pasadena or bust. You got that pressure, you got to perform. It shouldn't be lackadaisical. We need to do this. This is our legacy.
In Alabama, like Georgia, an SEC team, a lot of the same qualities. So having faced Georgia, not intimidated by Alabama.
No. No, absolutely not. You know, they're a great team, not taking anything away from them. You know, great team, got a lot of weapons on the board, but, you know, they're a team just like us. You know, they bleed just like us. And, you know, at the end of the day, they're going to play their best game of football, and so are we. So, you know, we're looking forward to the matchup at the end of the day. You know, these are games you live for. These are moments you live for. So, you know, we just can't wait for Monday.
A lot of players have been talking about, look at Jim Harbaugh, you probably know this, is a little quirky.
Oh, absolutely.
A little bit different. They've been telling their favorite Harbaugh stories where he did something bizarre or said something bizarre. Do you have a favorite funny one?
Okay, my favorite shout out Coach Harbaugh. My favorite story I got is when we did a night game, when we did a pregame talk before Minnesota, and he said, I feel like tomorrow night's gonna be a good night. And he had the lyrics to the song. He started singing the whole song, and we was cheering him up. It was a time, but you know the message was there. You know, like tonight's gonna be a good night.
What's the song?
Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas, yeah,
Peas, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now he had the full verse, the full lyrics on paper. You know, it was completely up
Singing?
with. Huh?
Was he singing?
A little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
He does always seem to find something to tie in with whatever's happening.
No, absolutely. I will give him credit for that. His analogies are the best.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. Like, second to none.
Right. Even if they sort of don't quite fit, but they fit.
No, they fit. They fit regardless, you know. Like, it's on point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris. Good luck.
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
Yep, going against a quarterback like Milroe, as you know, man, really swole, can run the rock good, he got a cannon, but just from his escapability standpoint, does that motivate the edges, interior, the gap assignments, contain, pressure? The higher the challenge, does it motivate you all the more?
Well, it just motivates us really to, you know, play us run and rush us one. That's the biggest thing. You know, you see a lot of people on film that are like rushing by themselves and, you know, they're not playing as a unit. So, of course, he's going to cut them up and find a lane. You know, the biggest thing is if we play, you know, how we've been trained to play, how we've been playing or working to play all year as a cohesive unit, you know, that's one of the things we preach. You know, we could definitely get after him and, you know, the goal is close the pocket. You know? But he's a great athlete, though. Definitely give him that credit. Absolutely.
Chris, I'm curious, all right? I was talking to JJ. So, you know Paul, right? From the Daily? You know Paul from the Daily, right? He's writing a story about Cam Good.
Yeah.
So, I got a question for you because I was talking to JJ trying to help him out. We were talking about why are defensive tackles so energetic, so goofy? Because I feel like with you, with Cam Good, with AG, with Mason, all of you got a little bit of energy to you. So where does that come from? Is that a defensive tackle specific thing? Like,
I think it's gotta be. I mean, I think it's gotta be because even like talking to my dad and like my uncle and them, there's some of like the more goofier, like crazier people you'll meet. And like my uncle told me one day, he was like, you gotta be a little crazy to play this game. So I think that's probably gotta be something that ties into it. Or like, you gotta play like defensive tackle. So I don't know. But ever since I've been a kid, I've always had that like ADHD like type energy. So.
And like, do you think it's the position that kind of draws that energy out, or do you think it's just guys with your type of energy find that position?
I think it's a little both. I mean, I think for me as a guy, if I were a receiver and I was definitely running more throughout the game, I definitely have a lot less energy, you know, doing everything else. But you know, I think that I think the love for just like I don't know, just blocking, structure, tearing off. There's a lot of like quick things you do that make it fun. So I don't know, that's probably it. I think a little bit of that.
How has, with Zach Sanders still being around, I mean, he's walking on an injury that, like, I don't think most people would walk for months, and he's already walking around Disney. It's crazy. How inspiring is that to you guys to see him do that?
Oh,
you see him take that step?
It's a huge inspiration. You know, you see a guy that like Zach, who we've already identified, you know, obviously as a captain for obvious reasons. And one of them reasons being he's the toughest person on our team. You know, he's that backbone, he's that fortitude on our team. So, you know, the fact that regardless of him, and even during the game, unfortunately, when he went down, you know, he got up and his immediate first reaction was like making sure we did what we had to do to win the game. You know, so just having him, that captain, like his leadership, and, you know, like his strength, just walking, you know, 2 days after surgery, like nothing happened, you know, that inspires us to, you know, like do our job and do it for him, because this is everything he's worked to get us to, like get us to this point.
Kind of puts things in perspective.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So.
How has ball prep been for you? I mean, how have you been feeling? How have practices gone? We saw a little snippet yesterday.
No, amazing, amazing. We even got the ice tubs, the recoveries and whatnot. So I've been feeling nothing but amazing, feeling loose. You know, feel like I could finally got my legs laid back. So just excited to go. And we got grass cleats, so no slipping, no nothing. So we ready to go.
Nice. Was that a problem last year with the cleats when it was a grass field?
Well, I'm not gonna. I'd hate to make excuses like anything like that, but you know, especially after watching the Super Bowl game too, where you see them start to slip a little bit too, and you're like, okay, I knew I wasn't tripping, because that field had just slipped.
I figured there was something, because I saw was it your game or was it the Super Bowl? They switched cleats halfway through.
I think it was Super Bowl. Like we tried to, but I think some of us we weren't prepared for that. It was like, have a shoot. Some plays on the game, I just straight up slip before I could handle a double team, and I'm out to play already. I'm like, dang. But you know, like I said, no excuses, none of that. But like, we prepared for any possibility. Like
it won't be a problem this year, kind of thing.
Absolutely, type stuff.
Awesome. Good luck. Thank you.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey Chris, I'm Kellen Flynn with Michigan Student Radio. So you guys obviously, the interior defensive line unit especially, has been dominant all year. What can you say about your guys' ability to push the pocket and make Jalen Milroe uncomfortable kind of throughout that game?
That's our biggest thing. You know, we got to work as one, work as a unit. And you know, because he's a great athlete. You know, he finds the lanes, he can find the holes quick. So you know, our biggest thing is working together and working with that chemistry that we've been working with all year. So just playing dominant, playing destructive, but still working with each other.
And what can you talk about Kenneth Grant's ability? I mean, obviously, you guys are all freak athletes, but we saw him earlier in the year chasing down running backs against Penn State. His ability to provide unique pressure and a presence on the inside.
Yeah, well, for real, like Kenneth Grant, he's been a freak. And, it's funny for us because, when we see plays like that, what he does on Saturdays, it's no different to us because these are plays he does in practice every single day. Like, if y'all turn on the practice film, I think y'all be more shocked with what he does in practice, too. Like, not taking anything away from his game, but he's always running, 100 miles per hour. So, KG's going to do what he does best, and that's absolutely wreak havoc. He's a quick boy, especially for how big he is. So, I don't think a lot of people expect that. So that's why he definitely, gets after it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, absolutely. Appreciate you.
Hey, Chris, what's your biggest takeaway on Alabama's offense?
Definitely a bully ball team. Definitely a team that, feeds on and fuels off physicality. You can definitely see that with how they try to run the ball and especially how they try to go after it in the pass game. They're aggressive with it. So, definitely, shout outs to them because they got the weapons to do so. That's what they pride themselves on. But, these are the games we live for, so we're excited for this matchup.
What team that you guys have already played kind of reminds you of them?
I'd say, what up, coach?
Chris, who's your favorite coach?
You, obviously. But, what was I going to say? What team Alabama reminds me of? I don't know. I feel like they're a different team we're about to see. I can't make too many comparisons for real because this is gonna be a different matchup. Maybe O State, maybe give it to them, but I don't feel like it now. I feel like Monday. Nah, well not nothing against those O State. You feel me? 3-0. You feel me? But I think this is definitely a different team. We're about to see Alabama. So shout out to them.
So when you were preparing this past month, watching film on Alabama, what game that they played really stood out to you? What game did you get the most out of watching?
Texas.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
What's it like? How come?
Absolutely, Texas. Really, from the fact that you can see on both sides on the ball, the offense they were running and the defense they were playing. You can see when they were playing a challenging opponent, you can see how they really function. Georgia being also another good team.
Okay. So they're toughest games.
Absolutely.
How does it make you feel when people say the SEC is the best conference in college football? They have the best players.
Oh yeah, literally bet. This is a perfect opportunity, we feel to prove ourselves to the world, saying, you know, SEC players or like SEC conference or the Big Ten can't even hold a jockstrap for the SEC. Like, this is definitely an opportunity to prove ourselves.
Do you feel like college football is kind of becoming the Big Ten versus the SEC with Texas and Washington, the other two teams in the playoff, and they're to be in those two conferences next year?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that what college football is becoming to you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. This is going to be the big juggernaut versus juggernaut, absolutely. You know, now that we got Oregon, you know, USC coming over here as well, you know, Washington, like, it's definitely shaping out to be that way. So it's kind of crazy.
Just changing gears for a second, your dad played in the NFL. People say college football is heading towards an NFL model, you know, with players' contracts and getting paid and all that.
Yeah.
Do you like that as a college player? Do you want to see that, or?
Yes and no.
Okay.
And the reason I say yes, you know, I feel like, you know, players definitely deserve to, you know, with the work they put in and deserve to get compensated, you know, especially a lot of players, you know, being in mess up positions while they're in school, can't fund themselves, or especially after the fact that they had a very successful college career, but due to injury, they can't, you know, do what they did before in college, you know, the next level. But, you know, the reason I say nah is, you know, I think that definitely, you know, take away a little bit from that team, that college football team aspect you see a lot of. So, you know, like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we'll see what happens. But, you know, I'm not complaining about it right now, absolutely not. But you know, hopefully that, you know, saves it out.
Chris, you said you watched a lot of Texas film, Texas Alabama film.
Yeah.
How much do you think Alabama's changed since that game?
Oh, absolutely, a lot, absolutely. You can definitely see the change from Texas to Georgia, especially how well they play together, how well they work together. So, yeah, definitely with their scheme, etc. So, you know, yeah, like definitely a lot of growth from that point of view. I'd say it's certainly along with us too.
No one specifically. How much do you think
I think he's definitely, you know, I don't know, like I said, with the chemistry aspect, they definitely, like, you know, play together, you know, like play more fluid. You can see it like working together. So yeah.
I want to ask a question about Sharon Morrow. I know he's not your coordinator, but for all those games that he had to fill in, what was the interaction like between him as, you know, Sharon, offensive coordinator, and head coach with the defense?
Oh, you know, it was awesome because for real, Sharon Moore, he's been the same person every single day.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's really that hyped up guy. He gets you ready to run through a brick wall, ready to go into war without bullets. So, you know.
Would he come into your meeting rooms, or like were you seeing him more those weeks when he was calling plays, or not calling plays, but when he was filling in for Coach Harbaugh?
Oh, no. Wasn't doing too much out of the ordinary. Wasn't coming into meeting rooms. Wasn't doing that. But when it was time to practice, when it was pre-game, when it was time to play, when it's time to give a speech, oh, you know he was there.
Yeah, so if you think back to after the Penn State game, I don't know if you saw your coach's tears of just emotion on the sideline.
Everybody saw that.
What was your reaction to that? Were those happy tears? Was he relief? Was he just like stressed?
Oh no, those are happy tears because it's facts. You know, everybody at that point, it was set for us to lose straight up.
Yeah,
like the world, like Michigan versus the world was real in that moment. The world was against it. If you weren't rocking the Block M, the world was against you. So, you know, in that moment, the fact that we were able to prove everybody wrong, you know, in that instance, you know, absolutely there were happy tears. And then the fact that he was able to do that once again, definitely happy tears. So, you know, definitely credit for him because I don't think anybody else would have been able to step up in that situation.
And he sort of joked that Coach Harbaugh handles the refs at a high level and that he doesn't really like yelling at them and dealing with all that extra stuff. Has he mentioned that to you guys as players, that he's like, you know, Jim can talk to the refs, like, I'm good?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. No, because he can see that when coach don't agree with a call, oh yeah, he ain't gonna shy away from that. He making sure he know why you made that call.
Yeah.
But
is it funny when you're a player and you watch Jim lose it at the refs on the sideline then?
Nah, absolutely. I mean, it's funny. I mean, we ain't gonna say nothing. Like we ain't gonna lie. We still gonna be locked in. But you know, we just like, dang man, like he got to deal with it. I mean, like, that's what he signed up for. So you gotta go through it.
Yeah. So thanks, guys.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Chris, you look like you've been having fun all week.
Nah, heck yeah. Shoot, we in California. This is like my first time actually being in California. So you know, heck yeah. So it's been amazing. Besides high school. But it's amazing. It's been my first time to soak it all in.
Awesome. You're ready. You're probably ready for the game at this point, huh?
Absolutely. Yes.
You're over watching film. You're ready to go.
Yes. Yes. Just,
You think that's like easier or harder when you have that much time? Like you get to watch more, prepare more, but you gotta wait longer.
I think it depends. It depends on how you approach it and how you treat it. Like you definitely gotta be on point the entire break your arm to really fine tune them skills, because you the second you take enough time off, you could definitely lose that in a heartbeat. So yeah, it's gotta be that happy. You gotta really find that happy.
Staying locked in.
Like every second, every 24/7.
Just gotta keep reminding yourself, all right, we got a game to play.
Yes,
Good luck, man. It's almost there.
I appreciate it. Almost there. 2 days. Thank you.
Real quick, who's the most famous person that's reached out to you after you guys clinched the playoffs?
After we clinched to me personally, or I don't know. I don't got a lot of famous people. I don't got a lot of people that hit me up, man. I don't got a lot of famous people that hit me up, man. I don't know. My dad, my uncle. That's about it. That's about it. My DMs are dry, man. I don't get no love.
Yeah, you do like that stuff.
Nah, for real. I mean, I got a pizza plate. A pizza plate. Side biscuit from Ann Arbor. That's pretty much it.
Shout him out.
Yes, shout out Side Biscuit. Appreciate the food.
Yeah, if you could change one thing about the transfer portal, what would it be?
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I can't give you a good answer just because I've never been in the transfer portal. I don't really know much except from what I hear from the guys. So, I don't know, do they do visits when you go into the transfer?
You could at some point.
Okay. I mean, then that's smooth. I feel like that's the only thing I can think of. But.
So, during the offseason, Coach Harbaugh, you go to vacations with his daughter, you do those little goofy TikToks. What was a moment where you saw him be kind of like the dad side of himself instead of the coach?
Oh, like in the TikTok or
No, just the coach at practice, where he's not in coach mode, where he's in dad mode.
Oh, in dad? Oh, shoot. Well, all right, run me that one more time. When he gets serious,
when he's more playful instead of the serious coach. Is there a story or a moment where he's more relaxed or joking with you guys?
All the time. Now, when it's time to do football, the switch flips. That man is on. Coach is on it. He's serious. He's ready. He won't play no game. However, when we're talking, when we're meeting as a team, the analogies he comes up with are second to none. And I feel like that's when more of his playful side comes up. Especially. So the biggest analogy he came up with this year was the strength of the hive is the bee, and the strength of the bee is the hive. And that's kind of a play off of what we our defensive mantra, which is the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. That quote we live off of. So, he made shirts for that, the whole collection. Every single meeting we come in, he's strength of the hive is bee, and the strength of the bee is a hive. We love it. We got actual beehive shirts more than everything. So it's absolute. It's hilarious, but we love it.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
No problem. Appreciate you.
I heard you talking about it before, but how did this team keep it together so well with everything that happened this year, particularly with coaches' suspensions? That looks like a good job split from the outside. You guys seem to handle it like it wasn't that big of a deal.
No, absolutely. It's really that that culture, and that's the culture we've been straining so hard and we're working so hard to get, on all sides of the board. Definitely shout out to Coach Harbaugh with that aspect, but actually huge shout out to the Coach Herb. He's one of the biggest coaches that preaches and that trains us, through the offseason to overcome adversity. Regardless if, before we work out, you're jumping in the cold tub and you're doing a whole workout. And you got to be able to push through like nothing happened. If you're doing a 2-minute plank, but you're getting water poured on you and you can't move. Training you for whatever adversity you face, you're not going to even think about it. You're not going to feel sorry for yourself. You're going to continue to do your job.
Owen Wilson mentioned Coach Herb too, saying that he's been a big believer in terms of the mental attitude of this team.
Absolutely.
That's unusual for a strength and conditioning coach sometimes, it seems like.
Absolutely. But that's why Coach Herb is the best of the best. That's why our strength staff, we feel like it's the best of the best. They go so far outside of just getting you swole, trying to get you bigger. He's trying to train your mental. He's trying to train every single aspect of fine details, from making sure your knees and your vulnerable areas are strong to everything else. So he's really locked in. God, we love to be around every single day. So not for real.
So did it feel like a big obstacle to have Coach Harbaugh not there on game days? Because it seems like it would, but it seems like you guys have to handle it. How did you
It was definitely different. You know, it was and at the end of the day, we love Coach being there, so it was definitely a weird feeling without him being on the sideline, hyping us up. You know, giving JJ the pat downs before the game, like so. You know, it was definitely a weird feeling, but you know, like we were just able to lock in. Like we had a job to do. You know, we were able to lock in, and after the first game, you know, from there, you know, just kept honing in. Like, yeah, appreciate you.
Kris, you've seen a little bit of everything since you got to Ann Arbor. Does this feel like the culmination of all that work?
Absolutely, 100%. This is everything we work for. You know, part of the going down the list. And, you know, these are moments like these and games like these. You know, this is what you live for. This is why you come play college football, especially at Michigan. So, you know, we're really excited. You know, have this opportunity to prove ourselves.
So much has been made about SEC speed and physicality coming into this game. What do you feel like you guys bring up from a defense that people are going to find out on Monday?
Physicality and shock and effort. You know, and those are one of the two. We got 4 pillars that we live by: communication, physicality, ball disruption. Block disruption, ball disruption, and shock and effort. And you know, biggest thing being shock and effort. And that was something last year when we turned on the tape against TCU, we didn't see at all on the field. And you know, ever since spring ball, you know, we've really been training and honing in on, you know, working and getting us to this point where you turn on the tape, we're flying around. So.
As a captain, you guys are kind of at the forefront of the player leadership in terms of setting a tone. What the last several weeks have been, like, how do you feel that breath is gone, especially with the less physicality?
I feel like it's been absolutely amazing, especially the fact that, you know, even as a captain, we got so many leaders on all sides of the board that, you know, there's not too much we got to say because everybody's locked in. Everybody's speaking up. Everybody has a voice, and everybody knows, like, just how important, how much this game means to us. Like, this is a legacy game. Like, nothing more, nothing less.
When you look at the guys that will be left behind when you move on from Michigan, how do you feel about the younger guys in that room? And is there anybody that reminds you of yourself?
Absolutely. You know, Cam Brand's definitely a mini-me, if I had to say so. He's definitely going to, you know, like, as he continues to develop, you're definitely going to see him tear it up. But, for the younger guys, you know, like I said, you know, that leadership we got all across the board. Even the younger guys, they have a voice. They speak up. Like, you know, like, they're very mature. So, you know, like, even when we go on, you know, like, next year, like, you know, we know they're going to do this team justice. You know they're going to represent the Block M, like, incredibly well.
Have you taken time to reflect when you first picked up the football to the fact that you're in baseball now, what the football experience has been like?
Not even, man. I mean, I feel like we're more excited to play this game right now that I haven't really had too much time to reflect. But definitely like afterwards, looking back, like these are journeys, you know, as a kid, you know, holding that football and watching TV. These are moments, you know, you dream of. You know, the fact that we're here, you know, I was just ready to give it my all and make that mini-me proud if he were to watch me on TV.
Obviously, you want the win that's exciting enough. What is so exciting about this game for you, as you mentioned?
Really just everything, the atmosphere, the fact that so many greats, you know, played in that stadium right over there. You know, we had the opportunity, you know, play in that same stadium. And, you know, like, have an opportunity to play amazing games. So that's really what I'm looking forward to. So much legacy has been played on that field. Like, so many great players have played on that field. You know, we got the opportunity to play there. Like, we can't.
How important is history and legacy to you, just personally, and being a part of it now, getting a chance to what that mean?
Oh, it's incredibly important. And you could really, like, especially being here, you could feel the difference when, like, that level of, like history and legacy is involved. You can really feel the difference, how much more it means to everybody. Like, this ain't just another game at all. It ain't just another bowl game, another championship game. Like, this is it. It's the granddaddy of them all. This is legacy.
Is that what you're in Michigan? It's history and legacy at school?
Absolutely.
What about it?
Absolutely. I mean, it's history and legacy. You see it when you walk down the halls every single day. When you see, like, the Heisman, the men before us, like those who carried that block in before us. And we have a quote. You know, are you going to do proud to all the men and women who represented that block end before you are watching you? So what are you going to do for them? That's the type of stuff we live by every single day.
Chris, thank you.
Nah, no problem. Thank you.
Is it kind of surreal for you knowing that you're coaching like any game now could be your last in Michigan?
Absolutely. You know, it's crazy because I never thought I'd be at this point, especially coming in here as a little rinky-dinky freshman. You know, not being big at all, not seeing the field. You know, if you would have told me I'd be in this opportunity, I would have never believed it. And, you know, now that we're here, you know, I'm embracing every single moment I got with my guys, you know, and the fact that we've come here, but we still got jobs to do.
Trevor yesterday told me that he feels like you guys didn't take TCU seriously enough, that you overlooked them a little bit. JJ agreed with him. Would you say this time, this year, you guys are more prepared and
ready for a team like Alabama?
Absolutely, especially since by the media right now, we're the ones being overlooked. We're the ones being doubted. Like we're the ones we're the ones in the position where like we don't have like an opportunity, like we shouldn't even be on the field with them. And these are the moments we live for. You know, exactly the type of same energy we got what we received from during the Penn State game or during the like Ohio State week. You know, these are the opportunities, these are the moments we live for to prove ourselves.
You guys are ranked #1 right now, but a lot of the money's on Alabama. Does it feel like you guys are the #1 team in the country?
Absolutely. You know, you feel it doesn't matter about anything else, all the other noise except for the guys we got in this room. Like the guys that we got on this team. So, you know, we feel like we're the #1 team in the country, and now we got an opportunity Monday to show people why we're in that spot, why we're the #1 team in the country.
Thank you, Chris.
Not no problem.
Big-time programs when they step on the field at Alabama that get intimidated just by seeing them come off the bus with a Christian helmet. Can you talk about how your guys aren't going to be faced by that?
No, absolutely not. I mean, we're guys, we got people big, small, fast, swole, and Alabama got a lot of weapons, you know, not taking anything away from that. Now, at the end of the day, this is football. It don't matter who you step on the field against, it don't matter what's going on. You know, they're going to play their best game of football, and so are we. You know, it's our responsibility as a team to play our best game of football.
When you think of Nick Saban, growing up, who's been coaching your whole life, what's the first thing that pops in your mind?
Nick Saban didn't recruit my dad when he was younger, when he was getting ready for college football. And back when he was coaching at Michigan State, and my dad being a Michigan native, wanted to go to Michigan State, wanted to go to Michigan. He ain't getting no love from Michigan State when he tried to go there.
So you gonna try to pay him back a little on Monday?
No, but my dad said, my dad did say he definitely has extra incentive for watching this game for him.
Have you thought Monday, just the beautiful aesthetic of the game, Alabama, Michigan, the helmets at the iconic Rose Bowl, have you thought that you'll look back 20, 30 years from now and just think of how beautiful that game is going to look?
Absolutely. Like these are the this is the granddaddy of them all. And we've even had John Jansen to talk about us, like saying like he still has a notebook to this day where he wrote down everything that he did at practice, everything that week leading up to the game, because that's the moment he's going to remember forever. And you know, we're gonna see him this entire week. We've seen why. You know, we're just excited to play to that game because we can tell it's gonna be unlike anything we've ever done.
I got two more for you. Both these teams play in arguably the two greatest rivalries in the sport: Alabama, Auburn, Michigan, Ohio State. Which rivalry is better or why?
Ooh, obviously I'm gonna say the game's better, but the Iron Bowl. It's the Iron Bowl, right? I'm not okay. Thank you. It's definitely up there. You know, it's definitely up there. Because as a kid, I remember watching that rivalry game too a lot. And it's definitely up there too.
Did you watch the 4th and 41 play this year?
Oh, absolutely.
They did, yeah.
Absolutely. You know, that was nuts.
And then finally, I know you guys have some great alumni that are now in the NFL or retired. Do you have any relationship with Tom Brady? Do you know if he's going to be coming to the game?
No, not that I know of at all. I mean, he's a cool dude. Like I don't be DMing him. He don't be DMing me. We don't cool like that. But hopefully he is. I feel like he would. I feel like this is a game he definitely comes to. So
he beat Alabama in '99 in the Orange Bowl.
Oh, I feel like he's definitely gonna come.
Last call.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna. He definitely got to. I feel like.
Hey, good luck Monday. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
We have a couple questions from Big Ten Network. How long do your New Year's resolutions last?
I don't even make them, so probably a day.
Alright, if you could add one rule from another sport to football, what would it be?
One rule from another sport to football. Oh snap. Damn, these are good questions. Like baseball, anything. Like a full rule. You could dribble. Oh wait, yeah. You could dribble the football. Do it like rugby style. You could kick the football in the end zone. That'd be lit.
Who's your top artist on Spotify or Apple Music?
Tyler the Creator.
Alright, what's one famous alum from Michigan you'd like to hang out with?
James Earl Jones.
Alright, if you were playing a theme for a bowl game, what would it be?
A theme for a bowl game?
Pop-Tart Bowl is really big.
Ooh, snap. A theme for the bowl game. Takis Bowl.
Alright, and then
Solid.
can you give us an impression of one of your coaches?
I cannot. I'm not gonna. I can't do it. I can't do it this year. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm doing good. How are you? Nah, it was B-Bowl. It was awesome. It was awesome. Right.
Not bad, a little flair to your performance.
Well, thank you. I told my dad's a Max culinary chef, you know, as big as he is, so, you know, same with my uncle. So I've been around the kitchen a little bit, just a little bit.
But it was just your style. I've never seen anybody, you know, be so animated and active.
Heck yeah, you gotta come out with that swag when you put on a show.
Well, anyway, how you gonna translate that on the football field coming over those days?
Oh, you know, that's the stuff, you know, as a Jenkins fan going down the line, you know. That swim move, spin move. you know, finesse moves, but yeah, nah, that's the stuff, you know, like as a Jenkins fan, that's kind of the way we play football, man. You know, you gotta have that swag with you when you play. It makes it more fun.
What's been the best event so far for you guys coming up to the Rose Bowl outside of football?
Shoot, between the Beef Bowl or Disneyland, for real.
Beef bowl.
Beef Bowl.
That was my first time eating it.
Nah, for real.
So how much did you weigh before the Beef Bowl and how much did you weigh after?
Man, I was 300 before and I was 307 after. So we chilling. But I did have a gallon of water before we got back to the hotel. You know what I'm saying?
How's practice been?
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. We've been locked in, you know, definitely gotten an opportunity, you know, take a little easier to, you know, definitely get our legs back a little bit. So we playing fresh and playing loose. And we got a bunch of recovery, got cold tongues on us. So yeah, we definitely loose. You can feel it.
Ready, huh? What's going to be the key to victory? Come Rose Bowl day.
Shocking effort. Shocking effort is the greatest eraser of mistakes. You know, regardless of, you know, who you play, how you play, you know, there are going to be mistakes all throughout a football game. But how much effort, you know, you control your effort. That's right.
Give me your motivation and inspiration in life. What's the key to your success?
The key to my success? Honestly, the key to my success, I'm selfish, is me. You know, I've always lived in my dad's shadow growing up. You know, my uncle's shadow growing up. You know, like nothing to take away from them. They're beasts, they're legends in their own right. You know, they did what they did best. But I don't want to be known as, you know, Kris Jenkins Jr., my daddy's son, my uncle's nephew. You know, I want to be known as Kris Jenkins Jr., me, the mute. And that's what I play for. That's what I work for. I want to make my own legacy.
Give a shout out to all your friends and family.
Yes, sir. Shout out all my friends, all my family, all my younger bros, my cousins. You know, can't wait for y'all to tune in on Monday, man. Gonna make y'all proud.
Good success.
Yes, sir. Great success. Appreciate it.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, sir. Testing.
How you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing great, boss. How are you?
I'm good. This being my freshman year, and this is my first experience in a real bowl game.
Yes, sir.
Last year we suffered that loss to TCU. What is the main difference in preparation from last year TCU to this year Montgomery?
Shocking effort.
Yes, sir. How do coach motivate us every day at practice to get better and worry about effort, even when we're dead tired after them fourth quarter finishes?
He motivates us to keep doing what we got to do, to keep running to the ball and keep like focusing on them details. So when we get out the gate and we come game day, we playing them like anything they ever seen. We running to the ball and like anything they ever seen.
11-on-1 effort. How do you rank this defense of all the other Michigan defense from when you first got here your freshman year?
Man, I definitely put us at number one because we got the 11-on-1 mentality, brother. 11-on-1 to the ball, 11-on-1-on-1.
Yes, sir.
That's real. That's real. You feel me? Love.
Have a great day, brother.
Hey, you too, brother. Appreciate you, brother.
Was that the most fun interview?
Yes, absolutely.
So we made this game. Have you ever played Guess Who?
Heck yeah, I play Guess Who.
We made it Michigan edition, and you're in it.
Ah,
Would you like to see
stop.
it? So.
What?
So your teammates played it. There's some guys that were good at it. I don't know where you are on the board, but you're on here.
Dang, where am I? Ooh, okay, I'm there.
See? So what is your strategy? I can't get them all, but what's your strategy when playing Guess Who? Like, what would be your first question to try and knock down as many as you can?
Oh, race. Definitely, for sure. You gotta get them down. Who you working with? You feel me?
Okay, then what would be your next question?
Okay, next question is he a loud guy or is he a quiet guy?
Oh, loud or quiet?
Yeah, loud or quiet.
And that would be, you'd be able to knock down, you'd be able to knock them all down. So
Oh,
like,
heck
if
yeah.
this was your guy, we're gonna play like a
like, is he a loud or quiet guy? You would say yes or no?
Oh, yeah. I'd say yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, okay, then what's, say you get down to the end, what's going to be like a big defining question?
Oh, big
Like to
defining.
really get, like, to secure the victory. Say you're down to like 4 or 3 guys, how are you going to differentiate here?
Do they or do they not like Dave's hot chicken?
Do they like what?
Dave's hot chicken.
Dave's hot chicken. Is that a big polarizing question on the team?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a huge question. One,
What's
Mikey.
the correct answer?
Huh?
What's the correct answer?
Yes. Absolutely, yeah. Nah, Mikey, one of our teammates put us on, and it's either you love it or you hate it. It's either you go there every week or you don't.
Really?
Yeah, that's real.
What do you get when you go?
The 2 little sliders they got with the honey and the little special sauce with the cheese on them. And man, yeah.
I'm thinking about it now.
No, because they got some out here. I might get some more.
If somebody was going to ask, if they had you, what questions would you hope they asked? And what do you think they would ask?
Is he loud? Is he goofy? And does he love anime for sure?
Okay.
That'd be a wrap. That'd be a wrap. That'd be a smooth rap. Or does he love dog? Nah, no problem. Thank you. Or is he an animal lover?
Where does big play prevention sort of rank on your checklist of things going into a game every week?
It's definitely up there. Like, it's definitely up there. Top 10.
Like, do you see the idea? I was talking to Coach Minner.
Yeah.
The idea basically, if you make them go long enough, eventually they'll make a mistake. Like, how does that sort of manifest over the course of a long drive?
Well, like our goal is to, it's going to present itself, especially if you playing your game of football, you suffocating the ball. Like, of course, like a lot of teams will be prone to making mistakes. So that's our goal, just playing that suffocating, game crowded, like 11-on-1 defense.
Why have you guys been so good at preventing the big play this year?
Really just, our mentality, especially really shout out to Coach Minner and definitely Coach Clink, because we focus on our pillars. Our pillars, ever since we turned on that TCU game in the off season, coming off last year, we saw the way we played in that game. We were disgusted. So, we focused on 4 pillars that were going to help improve our game and take it to the next level. That was shocking effort, block destruction, ball disruption, and communication. Every single day after practice, we look on the 4 pillars to see good examples of what we did and bad examples, and how we can fix that and take that to the next level.
How important is it to have some core sort of concepts or identity things to build around, like those 4 pillars?
It's really important because that's what identifies your defense. That's what really gives your defense an identity, like really strengthens your mentality. And that's like every single practice, that's what you think. Like that's the forefront of your mind, those 4 pillars. How can I best display those 4 pillars? Because every single game and games like these you go into, these are the games you live for. These are the pillar games. These are the games where, and every opportunity we've had to train, we're gonna need to display those 4 pillars to the best of our ability.
That's appreciated, Chris. Thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Biggest challenge facing someone like Wilmer?
The scramble ability, definitely. He's a freak athlete. He's definitely able to make something out of nothing. So definitely his ability to make plays.
Anyone that you guys have faced this year that he is comparable to?
Tua, for sure.
You mentioned earlier about, the TCU game from last year. What's different for this team this third year in the playoff than perhaps the first year?
Definitely how much more serious we take shocking effort. When you turn on the TCU game, you really see our defense lagging behind, making easy mistakes, not running to the football. And when we turned on that film in the offseason, we were disgusted. So, our goal is every single game coming off from that season, every single practice, we're going to display shocking effort and run to the ball no matter what. Because, effort's the greatest eraser of mistakes.
You watch any football last night?
Yes, sir.
What did you think of the Cotton?
Yeah. Man, I'm a hater. So, obviously, 3-0, I'm a hater. But man, that ain't the team I feel like we played against, on the 25th of November. It was kind of it wasn't sad, but I was like, dang, man, like, dang, you feel me? Does that make sense? They ain't come to play that game. And I was like,
was it bad enough that you actually felt bad for them?
it was like, yeah, in a sense. Yeah, like, as your rival, you know, y'all hate each other. But you definitely want to see them do good, because whenever y'all play each other, that's going to make it that much better when y'all both doing good. So, yeah, that way it's more trash, it's more on the line. Like yeah, like that, man, that was kind of tough to watch.
Did you find yourself, Chris, as that game's going on, and he can't move the ball at all, just sort of like wincing, like this is ugly?
That's like, I mean, yeah, I seen when they first had a 3 points on the board when it was 3-0, and then after that, I was kind of checking in on my phone, and you know, when I seen the final score, I was just like, man, like we were just like, it's still 3. I'm like, no, it's 7-3. I was like, word.
Is that part of the? And I'm not trying to defend Ohio State for the performance, but is that sort of part of where bowl games are now? The kids just aren't going to play in them.
Yeah.
And if they are there, sometimes they're not there in spirit.
Yeah, and this might be a dumb question to ask, but Marvin Harrison wasn't in that game, was he? There you go. Because I mean, I'm not gonna like, I mean, we rivals and all that. But he's a beast. That man's a beast. That man can play ball. So I mean, he ain't in there like.
And they were down to their freshman quarterback too. The kid got hurt.
Oh, he was a freshman.
The third kid.
Oh yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Like I said, yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Well, back to my question, is it fair to judge teams in bowl games now? Because you said a minute ago that wasn't the same team.
That was not,
it
yeah.
It really wasn't in personnel or anything.
Yeah, nah.
Is it fair to judge teams now in bowl games outside the playoff? Because some kids decide, hey, for my future, I'm not going to play.
Yeah, which is, I mean, and absolutely, like, for players for their future, they should not feel the need to, if they want to opt out, they should definitely be able to opt out. Because, you know, like, but, I mean, yeah, I mean, honestly, you shouldn't for real, because that definitely wasn't the team, you know, you turn on the tape, like, all the regular season, like, you know, you didn't see that team. So, you know, but like I said, I'm still a hater, so.
Chris, do you think with the 12-team playoff, do you think we'll get to a point where players will opt out of the playoff?
Ooh. Yeah, this is an interesting one, because I was thinking about that. Maybe. I mean, if you think about it, because I don't think, usually from the championship game, coming off of that, you have time to, you know, rest, relax, getting ready, preparing for college football games or college football playoffs or the bowl games. But for the 12-team game next year, you're going to start out the gate, right?
I think it's 2 weeks.
Couple weeks.
Oh, a couple weeks.
Like 2 weeks. After the conference championship.
Oh, a couple weeks. Maybe. I don't really know. That'd be tough. We have to see how that. I don't think so. Nah. If there are 12 teams in it, I don't think so.
Because you can play 16 games total.
Yeah.
That's a lot of football.
It is a lot of football, but I don't think so.
You don't think those two guys say they're not going to play?
I feel like because I feel like if teams had the opportunity to, you know, go all the way in the college football playoff, they're gonna be full locked. Like the roster's gonna be.
The other thing is with the calendar being extended, guys are going to have to if you know you're going into the draft, you might have to make that decision while you're also prepping to send them to the final.
Ooh, yeah, that is a good point. That's a good point. Maybe, yeah, probably. I mean, shoot. I mean, yeah, that's some stuff I'm probably gonna check in with, like Mason and like KG and like all that next year, because that is gonna be interesting. But yeah, that's an interesting concept.
So for the record, how much of a hater are you? Just for the record.
Oh, for the record, I'm a tier 1 professional, grade A level instigator, professional hater, best of the business. Get it from my uncle, hater. But yeah, it sucks too, because as a hater, you know, you want to see your rivals lose, but you also don't, if that makes sense. You know, exactly. So, you know, that makes you even more of a hater. You feel me? Exactly. So, you know, we grade A haters here. Because I'm saying, you want your rival to lose, but you don't at the same time. Because when you play them, you beat them, that makes it even better to hate. Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah. Grade A. Grade A level.
Chris, big picture
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, all right. So the last, I'm going to give you the last question is, oh my gosh, the last question is going to be, I'm Justin, by the way.
Oh,
What's
nice
your
to meet
mantra going into Monday? But otherwise, I'm just going to rapid fire, okay?
Okay, man.
All right, so first, say your full name and your number for me.
All right, Kris Jenkins, number 94.
Let's go, Chris. All
Let's
right.
go.
Workout in the morning or the evening?
Oh, morning.
Breakfast or dinner?
Dinner.
Run or lift?
Lift.
Sweet potato fries or regular fries?
Regular fries.
He's very serious about this.
Oh,
Arm day or leg day?
Leg day.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Ooh, serious. Have your own shoe or an award named after you?
Shoe. Have my own shoe. Shoe? Jordans? If I could have a shoe that went crazy like Jordans, it'd be a wrap.
Like mine?
Like, heck yeah. Kinda.
Yes.
Like, look, maybe not like yours, but if I could have maybe like mine. Like these, maybe that. Mine are okay. Mine are tough. No,
What is your mantra going into Monday?
what's my mantra? The strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. Defensive mantra for the Michigan Wolverines.